where you at. Come on, everybody up on your feet. Huh? Huh? One more time, say what? We
What's going on, everybody? This is Aaron. We are here live. Well, kind of not live, but recorded, but you get the point. And we are here with our first episode of the Dream Catalyst podcast for Offscript. And if you are wondering what Dream Catalyst is, it is a youth development program that offers a safe space for youth to explore and pursue their dreams, encourages youth to define their aspirations, and provides exposure to different topics and opportunities for related hands-on experience. So today, we're going to be talking about something that I don't have a lot of, and that's money, everybody. So I got a couple of guests with me here. I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves, and we'll go ahead and start to the left.
It's your boy JDG Jalen, man. Checking in, man. How y'all doing, man?
I'm Jasmine. Hey, guys.
I'm Jocelyn.
All right. Thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. And we also have a special guest with us here today. Now, when I say this guy is a legend in the DMV, I mean he a legend. He done been in go-go bands, but he also fix your 401k and your IRA and your CBA and your ABCs. We got Mr. Martin here, and I'll let him go ahead and introduce himself.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Aaron. My name's Martin Booker. I am a just all-around money guy. So personal finance is my life. I work in personal finance. I teach it on the side. And I really just got into it because it's just like, for me, I see this as our way of like changing the world and our way of changing our community. When our money's right, then we can give more, we can serve more. And that's just one less thing that we got to stress over, right? So, you know,
Because your boy be stressing.
You be For real. So there we go. One less stress if we get our money right.
Yeah. So I want to go ahead and kick it off. I just have a question for you guys. What is financial literacy to y'all? And anybody can take the floor.
I'll start. For me, financial literacy is knowing how to work with money, because I know for our age, that's not really a thing, at least for me. For me and people I hang around, money is a problem. But financial literacy is knowing how to use money, how to save it, all those things, and all those terms that help you with that.
Anybody else?
I was gonna say, like, I guess understanding money, so like learning like how to budget and set goals and stuff like that. So like financially, like understanding like what's going on, like how to save your money, what to do with your money, and stuff like that.
Well, man, they said it all, but like financial literacy to me, like learning about debit, credit, learning how to finance your money, learn how to spend it, how to be smart with it, and just, you know, like you got like English, math, but it's like a whole subject in itself on helping your life be better with money.
Yeah. I gotta say, I wish I knew what they knew when I was their age, because man, they seem like they got it.
Yeah. And those answers are spot on. So definitely, like when you think financial literacy, it really is that understanding of money, what to do with it, how to manage it, you know, how to spend it, all those things, right? And and the right ways to do these things. But I will say one thing, because when you think literacy, what's the first subject you think about?
Reading.
English,
reading, right?
Yeah.
How many of y'all know how to read?
I do.
Everybody?
Yes,
we all know how to read, right?
A little bit.
Just a tad.
Just a tad bit. Now think about how many people read on their own just for fun or just because they, you know, just because it's out there.
Do you count subtitles?
I'm gonna lie to
on
you,
movies?
I do not.
I be on
Not even gonna
Wattpad
lie.
finding those little good stories.
and just reading them,
Yeah,
right?
maybe like that, but like informational stuff.
Yeah, you're
no.
right. So you got something that you like to read.
Something. Yes,
Okay.
we have a base.
But here's what I want you to think about. How many people do you know that know how to read but never read? So they're actually literate, but they actually don't do it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things with financial literacy. You want to make sure you know it, but you also got to actually apply it, because there's a lot of people who know, you know, they know what to do with a bank account,
For sure.
or they know how to save, but the question is, will they save?
Oh,
Right? So literacy alone ain't going to get you there.
Say, you could have just added me.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
add
Coulda
button
just
work.
said,
you could
you were
have
not
just
gonna
said
put me
that.
on blast like
Yeah.
that.
No.
So you saying you know to put the money in the bank and keep it, but
Yeah.
you just
I
like,
choose not.
I know how to save. I just don't. That's my problem.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Jazz.
It be
on
like that
one.
sometimes, man.
yeah.
I
But
think I think my problem is it's too much stuff out here. Like, I just be wanting to,
You
I
could
be
say
wanting
that
to save,
again.
but I be like these Jordans though. You know what I'm saying? Like
I be trying, but it's like it's just food. Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A breakfast, and then
it's
I'm
the
like,
food.
wait, I'm gonna
It is
get
the
lunch.
food, for real.
I want some like hibachi.
And in the moment, it's like, oh, it's not that much money, but then it starts
That's
to
what
add
I'm
up.
saying.
Bro, I don't understand how, like, obviously I have a job. I don't understand how I will go from like $700, spend $30, and then have $20 left. I don't understand.
It's like a
Somebody
magic
robbed me, bro.
It's
Somebody
like a
robbed
magic
me for
trick.
real.
Literally,
And
I'll
you-
get paid, right? And then I'll go to the mall and I'll be like, okay, I'm only gonna get like 2 things, but I'd be lying, like, cause I be going to Bath and Body Works. No, I be trying, and it be the candle sales.
That be
They really be
racking
getting
up.
me, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I check my USAA, it'd be like $20. I'm like, Jasmine, how? It don't make sense.
It does not.
So it's, go ahead. You about to say something?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like,
Jump in
for
there.
me, right? Like, I get paid weekly, right? So it's like I get paid every Wednesday. So it'd be like I got a mindset of like I'm gonna make it back, so I'm gonna be straight.
I was like
But
that
my
too.
mindset
Yeah.
is that I do it too early. So I be good, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday be alright, and then Monday, Tuesday, I'm like, dang, I gotta stretch these $30 as far as I can. Next Wednesday, that's how it be for me, man.
To make it to next Wednesday.
Yeah, make it to next Wednesday and then do it all over again.
And still try to get food and gas. I feel
Yeah.
like I got
Yep.
$50. I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'm gonna use the rest to get gas.
And it's
Hey,
$4
you
now
gonna
for
figure
that.
out-
Them gas
Hey, they'll learn
gas
when they
prices
get
right
the
now.
crib. Oh, it
It should be
get
illegal.
different.
gas
You be like,
prices
man,
are-
I'll
It should
starve.
be
I'm gonna just go to
illegal.
sleep.
I'm gonna tell all y'all what you probably missing.
What are we missing?
Because I could tell. Y'all, you know, like you said, you get your check, you start spending. You
Yeah.
got a plan in your head, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that plan in your head just
It'd be like,
go,
forget it,
go
bro.
It don't work
haywire.
out.
It's somehow.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you.
appears.
I'm gonna tell you what you're missing. You're missing a budget. If you, because here's all the budget is. It's 2 things. It's awareness. It's an awareness tool, and it's a planning tool. You use your budget. You could take. All right. Get your paycheck. It's $500, right? Let's say you got 500. Now you can actually decide per day how much you're gonna spend on whatever you're buying. But you can lay it out ahead of time. So now you already know exactly how much you brought in. Now you can lay out how much you're going to spend, and you can see the difference. Because and in that budget, you want to make sure the hair in there, your nails in there, whatever you're going to spend on video games. Everything goes in your budget. Your gas, because I heard somebody say you got to put some gas in your car.
Listen, gas.
Especially not.
Your Chipotle, your Starbucks, whatever you're going to have, it all goes in your budget. And that way you can look at it and you know exactly what you're going to spend. Because I'll tell you, people mess up by leaving out all of the fun stuff out of their budget. The fun stuff goes in your budget along with any bills.
For sure.
And that way you know ahead of time how much you're going to spend.
See, I be trying to do that. I do, I promise. But it's like my card, I just be wanting to swipe, insert, and just swipe. So I be forgetting. So it's like I'll try to check, but like, I don't know. It might be easier. Maybe if I take cash out and then like I'll give myself a set budget with just the cash.
Oh,
And once I
that's
have
smart.
no more cash, I'm done. So I don't have to use my card because my card is my problem. I'd be so quick to swipe and
That
insert
chip
chip.
be-
I'm saying.
So the cash method, that's actually a real thing. There's a lot of people, when you're in a position where you're trying to actually save money or pay off debt, a lot of people move to the cash system. Because one of the things that they said is by having a card, when you swipe your card, you don't feel anything, right? You
Not
just
at all.
Exactly. I
Swipe,
It's like
swipe.
you
You
with
just
cash, you can, like,
swiping
see it
everywhere.
in
Especially when you look at, especially for me, like it's like I swear, it's if I don't look at my account, it's gonna be money there. But the moment I look at my bank account, it's gonna be like
Yes, for real.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, she only got $2 in my account. But if I ain't look, it would have been a good 30.
would've
in
had
there.
Exactly. As soon as I check, the money be gone.
Gone.
I don't know how.
So y'all try to avoid it. You like, if I don't
Exactly.
look, it's gonna be there.
I'm
But if I-
like, I'm like, I think it's this much. I'm not even gonna check because I know if I check, I'm gonna make myself mad because
Yeah.
it's gonna be like 32 cents in my account.
Yeah.
So
that
look.
would be sick.
So try the
Every
cash
time.
system, and you could even do a mix of a cash and a card system, right? So maybe all your fun stuff or all your eating out, you use cash. But then
Definitely.
for your bills, you just link that to the card and pay that through the card.
sure.
But you know exactly how much you got to
system.
take care of those things. Because they say when you hand over cash, you actually feel the pain of
Yes.
it leaving you. And when you feel that pain, oh, you're going to want to
real-
stop
that's
doing
what
it,
I'm
right?
saying.
You know what I gotta do?
Yeah. Something to think
That's
about.
what it is?
Yeah, something to think about. Try a mix of the cash and the card system and see how that work for y'all.
Oh my
And
goodness.
see what it do, because that might be a good one. But something you just said too that made me think. What was it you just said?
I said 2 things. I said when I don't look at it, it be money there. And then I was talking about, I think I said pay myself first or something like that.
All right, here's what I want y'all to think about, and that's what sparked the thought. something that you have to do is stay close to your money. Because the more you look at it and the more you check those accounts, that's the closer you have in that relationship. It's like your relationship to God, right? Yep. You got to pray more. You got to read the word. That's how you stay close to him. So with your money, stay close to it. Check your bank account balance every morning.
Every morning.
That's every morning. Because then you also, it'll start your day off. It might stress you out sometimes, right? When you're looking at this $15 and you got 3 days to go, it's going to be a little stressful, but you just gave yourself something to think about and something to focus on. So that's one of the things. That was one of the first things I started doing when I really got into money was I checked my bank account every morning and just kept doing it. But it's going to keep you close to your money.
Yeah.
Try it out.
So, Martin, I have a question that I'd like to ask. What do you think are like some good like budgeting apps or like tools like that you could use to kind of like help to keep the budget in line? Because my biggest problem is like, for me, the hardest part about the budget is like it's hard to like if I put $20 to entertainment, it's hard to keep the $20 like and just like, oh, I'm gonna spend $20 because then if something come up and it's 25, there's like, oh, I'm gonna just throw the extra 5 on it. You know what I'm saying? So like, what is like a way that you could like kind of like keep a lock type budget? Like,
yeah, and I'll be honest. Look, for anybody who think you're gonna just create a budget and just start being perfect with money from that day. I'm gonna give yourself some grace because it's not gonna happen off the break, right? You're gonna make the budget, you're gonna overspend. Yeah. You're gonna make the budget, you're gonna forget to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But stuff's gonna happen, right? Yeah. But stick with it every paycheck. And one quick way to budget is the budget based on your paycheck. Once you get paid, or if you get paid every week, like you said, yes, sir. Budget weekly. You get paid monthly, or you get an allowance, even if you just get an allowance, right? Some people just get an allowance. That's fine. And then maybe if it's once a month, budget off of that. If it's every 2 weeks, make your budget every 2 weeks. That way it's based on when you get paid. But to what you said, so for apps, there's a couple different types, right? So there's budgeting apps, which are the ones where you put in the amount you made, the amount you spend, and you're gonna see the difference. Then there are spending trackers. So let me start with the budget. A spending tracker. It's going.
So it's gonna tell me how much money I'm spending.
It's like looking in the mirror.
Dangerous.
You gonna look in that mirror?
That is a snitching app.
I need that more than
anything.
I need that more than anything in my life. I promise you.
Sometimes you gotta look in that mirror, and it's gonna tell you.
I hope my mama not watching this because
yeah, you in trouble when you get in the crib.
You in trouble. It's over.
You gotta hide the spending tracker.
Yes.
So for your budget, you could use something. There's actually an app called You Need a Budget. And it's called YNAB. You Need a Budget. And you can list out, you can put your income, you can put your expenses.
Right quick.
Yeah, go ahead. You Need a Budget. Or you could try Every Dollar. That's another budgeting app that you could use.
Every dollar?
Every dollar. So you're going to track every dollar because that's the important part about budgeting.
Every dollar.
Every dollar.
Listen, I'm not.
So those are two you can check out.
Easy. I like this.
Budgeting made easy, and that's what right.
Which one you downloading?
Every dollar, because it said it tracks it.
Every dollar.
You can do budgets.
Every dollar.
Sorry. Okay.
What made you get into financing though?
Huh?
What made you get into financing?
What made me get into it?
Yeah.
So I actually started out in social work. So and so for me, this was my way to give back and my way to serve. Because the more that we know, the more that we can give to each other, the more that we can like change our family dynamics, So, and I realized like money is an important tool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very important, and it's our way of giving back. It's our way of serving, and so.
Yeah, but you see, like they got everything in school, but like not every school got a financing class. Like my 8th grade year, they had the little financing joint where like you could go and see like how to do the spending and stuff, but they don't have them in classes. I feel like they need to do that for like high schoolers and stuff to help everybody. We
have a business and marketing class. We have a financing class. We have a National Business Honor Society.
Dang, bro,
so you can like join that stuff, and they'll teach you like how to save money and what to do with your money. You learn about credit and all that other stuff.
We have those. Like we have like in the entrepreneurship
PG not doing
this pillar. We have those, but it's an elective. Like I think it should be a required class because once we go to college and beyond, like what are we gonna do without it? Like if you don't have those skills, you're gonna be stuck.
No, that's true. That's true. Y'all gotta fight for it. Cause tell them we need to take this class. We gotta have this class. Yeah. I heard you mention. You said y'all learn about credit in school.
Yes.
Let me ask y'all. So real quick, what do y'all when you think credit? What do you think about?
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Very.
Paying back.
You say
what? You gotta pay back credit.
You gotta pay.
Yeah.
You gotta pay it back.
That's terrible.
What you thinking over there, Aaron?
It is the devil. Whoever is editing, get close on me. Credit is the devil. You hear me? The credit is the devil.
You rebuke credit in the name of the Lord.
I rebuke all credit. Navy Fed, PNC, BOA, all of it. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Get behind me, Satan.
Get the
For real.
Get
All
the
right,
loans behind me.
Get the loans behind me. I'm in it right now. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me. Nah, but
I'm dead.
yeah, credit is tricky. It's tricky.
Very.
I say, I want y'all to think about credit like this. When you think about credit, what's how do they track y'all, or how do they track your progress in school,
Grades.
or how well you're doing? Your grades,
Yeah.
and they put it on what?
Paper.
Report card. I want you to think of your credit is when you think about your credit report, you want to think it's like your it's like your financial report card.
Ooh,
They keep a score on you,
Hey now.
I'm
and
failing
that's like
right
your
now.
GPA, right? So you think your GPA, that's what, you know.
GPA ain't gonna get me nowhere.
Whoa,
what?
No, not right now. I'm talking about for this. Like
She's
this
talking about like financial, not
Don't
your
worry,
academic.
I got a
financial
pretty
GPA,
good
not her.
GPA.
Yeah,
Don't play her. She real smart.
Don't play
with
me.
her.
because you're
Come on.
Don't play with her.
because they gonna use your GPA to do what in school?
Like to get you opportunities.
Opportunities.
Ooh.
So they're gonna use your credit score to get you what?
Opportunity.
Opportunities.
Because don't
But
you?
Go ahead.
at what age, like, you know, like it's a lot of people, but at what age should people start learning about their credit to use it in a positive way?
Yeah.
It's a great question, and I would say typically before you're 18, because right at 18 is when they'll start giving you credit cards.
Okay.
So the more that you know before then, the better you'll be when you get there. And I'll tell you the thing about loans, because they're not all bad, right? And your credit score, of course, you want to keep it. You want to keep a good credit score. You want a good credit report, because the opportunity that it's going to provide for you can be helpful in some ways. Because buying a house, you're talking $300,000-$400,000. That's you might not just be able to pull that out and swipe a card on that, right? So that's where your credit can benefit you. You just got to make sure you do it in a good way, right?
What's considered a good credit score?
So what's considered a good credit score? So once you hit a 640, you're considered to have what they call fair credit. You want to be at a 680 to have good credit and above. So you want to be 680 and above to have good credit. And how do you get good credit? You have to use some type of loan. Now, here's the cool thing. You can actually, most loans, you're going to pay some type of interest. So in order to borrow money, you got to pay them money. But you can actually, if you were to use a credit card, you can actually use a credit card and pay no interest at all. But you have to be disciplined. Because I'll tell you, you know what y'all been talking about, right? You like, y'all already said, I told myself 20, but I'm going to spend 25, right?
Right. $5 not going to hurt. I just pay back when I get paid.
And
It's
The
okay.
devil.
And imagine when you do that. Imagine doing that 20 times, right? Right, Aaron? You're like, that's when it gets tricky. But so it just one thing to know: credit card is the one way that you can actually build your credit without having without keeping debt and without paying interest. You just have to use it and pay the full balance off every month.
Okay.
Every month you have to pay the full balance by the due date. But if you will not have the discipline to do it, just don't do it. Don't do it, because it can get you in more trouble than it can hurt you more than it'll help you if you try that system without bringing discipline along with it.
Gotcha.
So the pro tip that I've always learned is if you're going to use credit, then have like the cash in hand, like to pay it back. If you don't have it to pay it immediately, like when you swipe your credit card, then you don't need to use your credit card for it.
Yeah. I always say, it's an analogy I always use. When I think about credit, I always say credit's like fire, right? When we use fire for good, we can cook, we can heat this room. Fire actually has good purposes, but if you use it wrong, you can burn your entire house down. Right?
Dang.
With credit.
Preach.
So
Okay.
when we think about credit,
Uh-huh.
you use it for the right things. You can buy a house. You can take advantage of things that you may not be able to pay for right now. You can take trips with rewards points. But if you use it wrong, you'll be in a situation where you can never borrow until you completely fix your financial situation. So you have to, it's about using it the correct way.
For sure.
And not necessarily running from it.
I got you. Not trying it's changing, but because you talking about like paying, but you got student loans and stuff, but in college, when we get to college, since like we about to go next year and stuff, what are people don't know all the mistakes that certain people do. What's some key mistakes that people do when they get to college with
How
their
do you
money and
prevent
stuff?
those?
Yeah, because I don't want to be
mistakes?
no
Coming with
broke
the legendary
college
question.
student. I don't
You
want to
know
be eating noodles and peanut butter and jelly
For real,
sandwiches every
day.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me. I mean,
I'll tell you,
lavish.
I'm still enjoying it, man. I like a mean PB and J. You give me a good PB and J, I'm with it.
You bust
But every day.
Right.
Those
Throw-
sandwiches
strawberry-
are roof
strawberry jelly?
stickers.
Strawberry.
Hey, let me tell y'all the
let's keep
secret.
it. Let's keep
Strawberry's
it
the
known.
only
Let's
way to
keep it
go.
known.
I'll tell y'all the
Y'all
secret.
are
Throw,
nasty.
throw a little granola on
I know
there.
it'd be stuck to the roof of
Hold
your
on.
mouth too.
I make
Hold
fancy
on now.
PB&J. Throw a little granola and some
that's the
honey in
bougie
there.
I like how you
PB&J.
thinking, bro. I like how you thinking.
Try it out. Watch what happens. So look,
Too
you said
much,
all right.
doing
So
too much.
some credit. I mean, some mistakes that people tend to make with college. So I'll tell you one. Grabbing that credit card before you're ready, and you out with friends. Y'all going to hit the restaurant down the street. You start swiping that card and enjoying everything, right? You have to be careful because you'll run that credit card up. And you'll keep trying to, pay it back and just paying the minimum because you're like, oh, all right, I spent $100, but I only got to pay $30 back this time?
The devil.
Danger.
The devil.
Pay that full balance back if you can. Another one, taking out the max student loans when you don't need the max student loans. So a lot of people, they'll say, all right, school is, $5,000 a semester, $10,000 a semester. And they're offering you $15,000 or $20,000 a semester, right? You take all of that because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get this refund check and I'm gonna have fun. I'll tell you, when I was in college, you knew when them refund checks came. People was eating crab legs, all of a sudden taking cruises. You got college students, everybody on a cruise, having a good time. That's when you knew that everybody had just got their refund check. So instead of they maxed it out and they just spent it because they could. Now we them same ones saying, cancel the loans, Joe. We want Joe Biden to cancel them loans because we got a lot of student loan debt. So, that's another one. Try to take out what you need. The whole idea of living within your means, it starts real early. And I'll tell you, the more discipline and the more contentment that you have. I'll tell you, money management is a lot more about contentment, discipline, and a lot of other things than it is about numbers. Because we all know math, right? It's a lot more than math. 1 + 1 is what?
2.
2 + 2 is what?
4.
But 2 + 2 + you.
Oh, hold on.
Once you throw yourself in the equation, you throw yourself in there, that 2 + 2 might equal -6, right? You done ran in debt because of it. That 2 + 2 might be 25, right? So you got to make sure that when you add yourself in the equation, because now it's more than just math. You have to be content. You have to be disciplined. You have to, just kind of be able to say no, right? Run with the in crowd, and they like, yeah, let's take this cruise real quick. Just run up your student loans. Nah, I'm good right now because I got a bigger plan. When I finish this, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna give y'all one more because this is even before you. This is when you getting out of college. A lot of times you got that degree, and in your mind you like, I'm good now. I'm going to get the high paying job off the break. First thing you go do, you go get a car note. Then you like, or you get that first job, you go grab a car loan. Then you thinking, all right, let me go get the apartment downtown so I can live that good, professional lifestyle, right? And be a young professional having fun. I'm getting up out. You just spent 4 years away from mom and dad. Why would I move back in?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and just start spending your money on that, right? On the apartment. And you got the car loan. So you want to make sure that, like, in them moments, if you have the opportunity to get yourself, like, pay off your loans, stack up some bread and buy a house, if that's what you choose to do, take advantage of those situations to possibly move back home. And because the house is empty, ain't nobody using it, they gonna stay out your way, right? They might, and if they will, take advantage of it. Don't jump right out there and go buy the most expensive car or just go get a car. Like, take a minute and just think through, what can I do financially to set myself up down the road?
Yes, sir.
So, what are some steps that I can take now to start saving for college? Because college is right around the corner. Like, we started August?
Yeah, August.
So, what are some ways we can start
And
saving?
practice those methods now that we're...
Yeah, I'm going to need to start ASAP. You need to send out an agenda planner of everything, step-by-step process.
Y'all need to hit up Joe Byron for some stimmy money. I'm trying. Where the stimmies at, Joe?
Right. Yeah. No, so, some of the things that y'all can do. So start, I'll say, even before you start thinking about just saving your money, start thinking about where you can, who's giving out money. because there's a lot of money that goes untapped for college, right? So, start looking into all the programs and all the organizations, right? NAACP gives out money. The United Negro College Fund gives out money.
Oh yeah, I just applied that for that scholarship.
There
Yep,
you
sure
go.
did.
There you go. Go get all of that money, and also be creative, right? So if you go to schools where you are definitely the minority, and they need you to be there,
Okay.
guess what they're gonna give you? Money to
Come on
come.
now.
So you do want to think through, like, where am I going? What does this look like? So that I can make sure that I'm taking advantage of like all that they're willing to give, right? So take advantage of your privilege. You got some good black privilege, and if you go into certain spaces, they will make sure that they give you money because they need you there, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you do that responsibly, right? You want to go somewhere where you're not homesick and an outcast, right? But
Right.
you want to also go where you can take advantage of things like that. So start with the scholarships. Have those conversations with your parents because they may already have a little savings plan for you or already thinking through some things. I'll tell you 2 plans that you can get through the government. One is called a 529. Not 992s like they wear in DC, but 529s, right? A 529. Y'all know what 992s are? Don't tell me y'all don't know what 992s are.
Yeah, for sure.
I was
They
about to
better.
say.
Y'all better.
Y'all know what ones are.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, just checking. I'm just
Y'all got
trying.
them 401ks?
No, we're not that
Isn't
far
that
yet.
yeah, that's retirement, right?
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
Don't play with her. Play with your mother.
She said, I got those. But no, a 529 account, and this might just even help out like a younger sibling. If you got a younger sibling that's below you, if your parents start a 529, it's actually an account where they can save money and they can save it pre-taxed, and other people can contribute. So imagine you have a birthday party and you tell everybody, no, I don't want anything, but just contribute to my college account. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody just throws 100
I need
at
to talk
it, right?
to Chantrell and James
right,
right
Clarissa,
now because
Joseph. That's smart.
Y'all on first name basis? Y'all going
I mean, mom and dad. Hey.
mother, father. Y'all might want to edit this part out. She's kind of crazy.
Y'all, you said the name too. I heard.
Hey, you said it. Nah, it's
Show their parents.
Love
these
you so
videos.
much.
Love you, Mom. You're so great. I
Love
love you,
you.
Dad. You
Put
guys
that-
have my
we
heart.
going Zion anywhere with this one. We going Zion
Put it in the
anywhere.
highlight reel. Make sure this make the highlight reel. But no, 529. The other one is called an ESA, Educational Savings Account. Those are your 2 accounts where you can actually save money for college, and that money gets invested, and it gets to grow while it's being saved. So if you put 1,000 in, that 1,000 could turn into 1,200, or it could turn into 1,300 because it's invested, as opposed to just sitting there. It's just straight cash.
I do have a question about bank accounts.
Okay.
So what do you think would benefit like someone more like versus like a savings account and a checking account? Like what's the difference between them?
Okay. Yep. Savings.
And like how do you use them if that
Yeah.
makes sense?
Savings and checking.
Yeah.
Yep. So your checking account, that's typically, I know you mentioned, I heard you shout out USAA and your debit card, right? So typically your debit card is connected to a checking account. So anything that you're spending directly out of your bank account is going to be in your checking account. That's where you can hold your money and the money that you're spending. Your savings account, it can be connected with the same bank, but the intention is for you to save specifically. So you're not swiping from your savings account typically. So it's not connected in that way. But the 2 accounts can be connected. Let me tell y'all a little life hack though. If you one of them people who gonna move money to your savings account just to move it back to your checking account and spend it, here's what I need you to do.
Did my mama tell you about this?
Oh,
Tell you about me or something?
We coming down your lane?
You've been in my lane.
Oh.
You've been
You've
too
been
close now. Like
Here's what you want to do. Get you a savings account that's not connected to your checking account, and get you a savings account that actually takes more than a day to transfer the money to yourself. Because if it's going to take you 2 to 3 days to get the money when you try to transfer
You're
it,
gonna be uninterested at that point.
I find
you
a
got
way.
time
I'm
to
like
talk
I'm
yourself off
done.
the-
Like never mind.
I'll
I don't
find
need
a
it
way.
no more.
You going to find, yep.
I find a way.
It's not given no more.
It's sad. I
Yeah.
find a way to still do it.
You going to find a way?
There.
I
You-
find a way to still do it.
He going to walk to the bank. Look here, I need this money right now.
Hey, look, listen. I'm not with the bank robberies, but I.
Ooh,
Just
Is
like
there
a
any bad?
question.
Is there any bad banks though? Like, is there any bank that like people shouldn't really like rock with at all?
So all right, there's different types. That's a great question. So you got your traditional banks, right?
Yeah.
You also have credit unions, and then you'll have some banks that are connected to like prepaid cards, right? Or it's like a prepaid bank account. I'll tell you the type of bank that you want to kind of shy away from the most is one that has a lot of fees connected to it. And that's typically going to be your ones with a prepaid card. They're usually easy to get. They ain't going to never tell you no because they're going to constantly charge you for everything you do. So you go to withdraw money, there is a fee attached. You go transfer money to yourself, it's a fee attached. Like they'll have fees attached to most things. So you want to be careful there.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, right.
Really
I
messed
was
up.
going to say they do a little bit
Not
too
with
much.
that.
You gotta
Yeah,
pay $2 to get out $10 out your own account.
Right. I gotta pay.
Spending
Yeah.
$12.
Yep. And it's just like loan. It's like almost every category, you got something that can be what they consider predatory, where they're coming after you and your money, and they're attacking the fact that you don't know much about the system or you may not understand it. So with a loan, you see anything that's called a predatory loan or payday loan, you want to stay away from it, right? Somebody try to offer you a car loan and the interest rate is extremely high, you want to stay away from it because you'll end up paying a lot more money than you thought you was going to pay to get it. But credit unions are always good. They're typically smaller. You'll have a little less access. They may not have as many branches and things, but it's going to be like your good like community type bank. Your big branch banks, like Bank of America, you see them all over, Capital One, Chase, you see these banks everywhere. Those are your bigger banks, and they're going to have a lot more branches. You may not get a personal relationship. You may not be able to walk in and, hey, Aaron, you my banker. You may not, maybe a little big, but depending on your lifestyle, you pick the type of bank that makes the most sense for you, right? If you're traveling, let's say you go away to school, you might find a Bank of America in most states, right? You got a small credit union.
I didn't even think about that.
Now you can't get to, you can't quite get to your money the same way. You got to transfer it and do other things. Doesn't mean a credit union isn't good. Credit unions are really good typically for getting loans. So you in most cases, you keep a little credit union in your pocket and then you have a bigger bank for when you're traveling and moving around. So, so that's one way that you can do it. Just, like they always say, diversify. You want to have more than one option.
Right.
Credit union messes up. Let me slide over to Bank of America and take some money out. But you got to save some money in order to be able to do that, right? You got to have money in both accounts. You can't be playing.
So Martin, I had one last question. I heard you mentioning like about the like regular banks and like the credit unions. I've always wondered like what is the specific like difference between it? I mean, I know like you said like one is smaller, but is it like fees or anything like?
What is a credit union?
What is a credit union?
I'm sorry, like you've been talking about it. I probably should have asked, but I don't know what a credit union is.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep. It's a different type. It's typically it's just like a bank. It's they operate just like banks, but the credit union system is typically they're going to be your much smaller places, and a lot of them were like created with some type of purpose to like be in the community, serve the community, and in most cases they were focused on loans, right? So and they were focused on getting you loans at a better rate than like the bigger banks. So it's a type of bank. Like any credit union, you're going to be able to do banking transactions the exact same way.
Shout
you
out
can
Navy
do
Fed.
Navy Fed. Everybody love Navy Fed. Ask them if they're in the military though.
I am
So
not
the
in the
credit-
military, but shout out Navy Fed.
Everybody got Navy Fed.
I got the plug, man.
They're the ones that get their stuff 2 days. The ones that get their paychecks 2 days earlier, right?
So does you
Like,
look, you know that.
I be
He
getting
like,
my
hey,
direct
that's how I
deposit
get paid on Wednesday.
a few days before
Yeah,
you
how the
do.
people at my
That's
job
how you
got
get that Wednesday paycheck. All right.
Oh no! I don't got it. I got Bank of America, but everybody else be on Monday. They be like, I got my check, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
my checks come
like,
early.
oh, yeah.
I'm like, duh.
Don't play with me.
Telling you.
It's some of the big banks are starting to do that too. But that's the thing. Credit unions, they're smaller, they're more nimble, so they can work with you in different ways that
More
the bigger
personal.
banks. Yeah, they're more personable,
Gosh.
right? So yeah. Whereas the big bank, these are the rules. We ain't changing nothing. That's what it is.
Cool.
I want to say something about savings though, because this is just an easy way for y'all to think about your savings. For every $10 you make, save $2. For every 10, save 2.
That's it?
Every 100, save 20. 20% of everything you make, save it. And start that now as a practice.
20%.
20%. So
I'm
for
gonna
every
put that in my
$10,
notes.
Y'all, he giving
save
sermon notes. Y'all
No,
don't
that's what I'm saying.
understand.
You
My
watching this,
dad
say
told me
20%.
that. I think it's like 80-20 or 60-20. Something that adds to 100, but it's like 20%. Oh no.
You should be able to do that math, Josh. Come on.
No, hold on.
And
Because
she
there's
wants to
giving.
go to college.
It's like giving to God, saving, and then spend. You know what I'm talking about? That percentage.
70, 20, 10.
That, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
there
So you
go.
got, so 70 for spending, 20 for saving, and then you got your 10% for tithing.
got you.
But yeah, so it's $10, save 2, give 1 to God. You got $7 to spend. Every time you get paid, don't think about it as, oh, I just got $100 to spend, or I just got. Break it down. Put your 20 away.
I'm
Put your
Start
20%
doing
away.
that more
I was gonna say,
consistently.
I get paid on Monday. I think that's what I'm doing. I'll take
Test it out.
20% out my check. Actually, I'm gonna put it in an account I don't have access to.
There we go.
Ooh, that's
I'm gonna be like,
smart.
hey mom, just take this.
You've
Don't let
been
me touch
listening.
it. If I need it, I
She
don't.
needed
I
this
swear I
conversation.
don't.
Not for real.
It's never a need. It's about the wants, right?
I'm trying.
I'll give y'all one bank that might help you with some of that. I was telling y'all about, so an online bank, it's a black-owned bank, One United Bank. You have to, they take 3 days to transfer you your money if you trying to like move it into another account. So that's one of them ones where you put it in there to save. You're going to have a hard time getting to it. Your impulses can't beat you, right? So
Right.
you're going to have a little more time to save.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much. I mean, this has been a wonderful conversation. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I learned a lot today.
I did too.
Definitely, bro.
Listen.
Like, I told y'all, Martin gonna fix y'all money. Martin gonna get you right, for real. But like I said, thank you guys so much for being a part of the conversation.
Teacher, how can we contact Martin? We need to get his info.
That's what. Shout out to the producers, man.
We love y'all. We love
Shout out
y'all.
to the producers.
He's great.
He's amazing.
Martin, let us know where we could get your services.
Definitely. Cool, man. So you can find, I have a website, and I actually got a lot of free content on my website. I got a free budgeting tool.
He important. Y'all ain't know.
I
Martin got a
free
website.
budgeting tool on there. I got a lot of little videos, just like free videos you can watch and just get inspiration and learn. So you can actually go to, it's called BookerImpactGroup.com. So if you go there and if you think about it, BIG. So Booker Impact Group.
Oh, that's
Because he's
smart.
making
He's
big
smart.
moves.
Money makes
Come on,
change.
talk heavy.
So, so you can go there. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Martin Booker, MAR10 BOOKER. And I just like to talk about money, crack jokes about money, just have a good time.
Yes. I would encourage everybody to follow Martin Booker on all of his social medias. He will troll the mess out of you with some money. Listen, if you're an Amazon shopper, he's on your neck.
I'm on
every day.
I'm here. I am here.
Look at that. Look at his face.
Let me tell you, because that's the best way to get somebody thinking, right? You got to troll them, crack some jokes. Got to come down your lane sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
yeah.
I got it.
We
I got it.
got the miss.
You don't have to put me on blast like that.
So, check me out. Check out the social media.
First joint is a me.
First joint is a me.
Wait, let me
First-
see. What is this? say?
He's his own GIF. He got a GIF. Y'all got
their prices.
y'all gotta tap
Whoa,
in.
GIF?
He's his own GIF.
It's how Uber Eats calculates their prices.
GIF? I say GIF.
No.
I put Jif on my peanut butter and jelly with some granola and a little bit of honey.
Are you-
Hey, what is up with this voice? Chill with the voice.
I thought they were GIFs.
I thought it was gifts.
No, because think about it this way. Gifts, like a gift. Like I'm giving you a birthday gift.
GIF.
Why wouldn't it be the same thing?
No,
Gift.
it is GIF. I'm sorry.
I'm with
I
you,
think
Johnson.
I
I'm
said
sticking
GIF.
with Johnson on this one.
Hey,
I'm riding.
look, y'all just taught me
you.
something. Look, man, we gotta wrap it up. They try and kick us out. This has been the first episode of the Dream Catalyst podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You can check us out for the second episode on third Sunday, or for the second episode, the next episode, on the third Sunday of the month. We'll be here. We'll be back. We're talking about something. I don't know what it is, but tune in and you'll find out.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys again so much for being here. Martin, thank you.
Thank you,
And-
Martin.
Yes, thank you so
Y'all,
much.
We did the first episode, y'all. We lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dream.